What's up everyone, welcome to this video. This time we're going to review David Villa. He comes in the pack with MSN Suarez and he has the Blitz Curler special skill. David Villa, it's not the first time that we've seen him. He was already given as a free-to-play card if you wanted to select him a few months ago. Now, David Villa here as a striker, 174 centimeter, 68 kilos, and in the previous version of David Villa that I had tried, it was sort of his weak point, that he was a little bit small and it was kind of easy to push him off the ball. So we will see if it is still the case today with this David Villa card. As you can see, some pretty decent stats here. A special build that I did a little bit different, adding some points in dribbling. Because he is a smaller player, I wanted him to be able to carry the ball a little easier, so I gave him some extra point in dribbling. As you can see here, the build that I have: 10 in shooting, 7 in dribbling, 10 in dexterity, 9 in lower body strength, and only 1 in aerial strength. And the reason for that, I took some point in aerial strength because he's so small and so weak. It doesn't matter, you can give him as many points as you want in strength. Because he is very small, he's going to be pushed off the ball very easily by the defenders anyway. So, keep in mind, if you're playing with David Villa, you want to keep him away from the defender. He's very good at dribbling. He's very agile because of his small size. But as soon as you're going to get close to a defender, he's going to have some trouble. Now let's have a look here at the booster. He comes with this off-the-ball booster, which is sort of new: offensive awareness, speed, acceleration, and stamina. I did not give him a second booster yet. I don't have a token to give him, but I would assume that striker instinct, for most of the striker instinct is going to be the best one. It gives you offensive awareness and finishing, and these two are the most important, of course, for the strikers. Let's have a look here at the player skills that he has. And as you can see, he comes with double touch, chop turn, cut behind and turn, soul control, heading, long range curler, blitz curler, chip shot control, long range shooting, and one-time shot. Now, he has a lot of the important skills that you need for a striker, but he is missing a few. And the most important one, of course, is going to be acrobatic finishing, because otherwise he's never going to be able to make some volleys. So you absolutely need to give him that. Another one that I would recommend is going to be outside curler, so that he can have a better time hitting the ball with the outside of the boot. As you can see, his non-dominant leg usage is very rare, even though he's high precision. He's going to essentially hit it always from his right foot, so outside curler is going to help him a little bit in that regard. Then I would give him probably some shooting skill, something like dipping shot. That would be useful for him. And then, it's pretty much up to you what you want to give him, considering how you want to play with him. You could go with something like heel trick to, be able to use him, away from the defender, making some back heel passes. And then I would probably go with something like maybe gamesmanship, because he's on the smaller side and it's going to allow him to win some fouls if the defenders push him, or perhaps penalty specialist to give him that extra boost in penalty, because he's very good at finishing and he has good kicking power. It could make him a pretty good penalty taker. But now that this has been said, let's take him on the pitch and let's see if this David Villa card manages to not fall in the same problem as the previous one, and is he going to be strong enough to resist to the pressure of the defenders? We're going to see that now. Okay, so we have David Villa playing up top with Gareth Bale, and we're going to try to hit the Blitz Curler, and we're going to see if he's a little stronger than the previous David Villa card.
I think there are probably two things that set
A Blitz Curler attempt here with the weak foot,
really well
but
maneuvered.
it was not bad, but not good enough to actually get a goal from him.
David Villa. Can he get it through? Neither of these two want to come off second best. David Villa. Oh, strongly challenged there.
And a foul on David Villa here. And you see every single time that he touches the ball, he gets pushed off.
So what can they conjure from this one? Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
I guess we're going to give the free kick to David Villa just to see what he can do. Oh, that wasn't bad, but should have done better.
Reclaimed easily. Bale. That's been cut out. Well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Real chance!
David Villa, he didn't miss the curler here. Good for him. He made a good run.
Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. David Villa, there's the hit!
David Villa, what is he missing?
That's a real chance missed. Villa has delivered. Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that. He's got tall. And he's found it!
David Villa managed to get a header, you know. Completely random. Alright, so this David Villa card, he's an absolute ghost. He is basically the same card as the previous one, and I know a lot of people rate him very, very high, but personally, I don't like him. This guy is too weak. Every single time that you're gonna have a defender that approaches him, he's gonna fall down to the floor and he's gonna lose the ball. Now, if you can play him behind the defense and he goes on a run all alone and no defender is next to him, then yeah, he's gonna be good. He can dribble a little bit, he can shoot well, he has a good timing to make these runs behind the defense. But every single time that you're gonna find him and the defender is behind him, you try to pass the ball to him and he cannot even pass the ball back because he's going to be, you know, taken by the defender and the defender is going to get the ball away from him. So, you know, perhaps if you're playing counter attack and you're gonna, you know, send him through the defense, yeah, perhaps he can do, you know, a little bit of damage here. But overall, there is much better players than him. And if you're gonna do this pack, then I would say, you know, don't do the pack for David Villa. If you get Luis Suarez, he's 10 times better than David Villa. Don't bother with Villa. And, you know, I haven't tried Torres. I'm not going to try him because I just wanted Luis Suarez in this pack. But I would assume that Torres is probably a lot stronger than David Villa, and overall that would make him a more manageable striker than David Villa. Now this David Villa, he's got the Blitz Curler, and we know the Blitz Curler, how efficient it is when you know, get these chances out of the box. It's very, very difficult for the keeper to stop it, so that's a plus for him. But other than that, you know, I don't enjoy playing with David Villa that much. I didn't enjoy playing with David Villa with the previous card. Now, of course, on my free-to-play team, actually, that David Villa is a starter because he is much better than the free-to-play cards. But overall, if you're going to have some cards, you know, that you're going to buy, then I would say David Villa, he's the least interesting card in this pack, perhaps, and definitely not near the level of Luis Suarez. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and I will see you all in the next one.
Hit me with that like, and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell. Click that bit, alright. The algo recommends for sure. click the effing bell.